Hi, I've been asked to run through the board game typical, the types that you will see in many variations here during the corona crisis. So you have the perfectionist who is making very sure that they obey to all the rules. They will remove the little sticker in the supermarket so you have exactly 2 meters in between you in the line, and they will make sure that they keep their distance. And they are listening carefully to all the instructions, and of course they will be a little bit worried, can they actually live up to that, for instance sending their kids back to school. Then we have the helper type number 2, who is really inclined to help everybody around them. They want to become the local hero. You will find them on the local postings, Facebook, how can I help, what can I do, and often they hang out with other helpers also very interested in this. Unfortunately, then you won't have so many necessarily needing that sort of help. So they really need to be told that we can't live without you. You are indispensable in this period of time, and we will have fantastic stories of the heroes, the helpers. We have a hotel in New York right now who is opening up all of their hotel rooms for all the nurses and doctors in need to stay away from home during this time of crisis. Then you have the winner, the strategist. They would like to invest in the right stocks. They want to become winners out of this. They're talking about the growth mindset. How can we gain from going through this crisis? How will we actually become stronger than we were before the crisis? So they have this mindset all the time. Then how can we become the best? Then we have the number 4, who is the romantic, and I didn't pay enough attention to them the last time, because here you have a lot of the artists who are very much into sensing, how does this make me feel? And the artist, I think, is one of the most important groups right now, because we need some creative thinking of after Corona, how will we solve the climate issues? How will we solve the fact that we need to maybe to keep some distance? How will we interact with each other? And here you need art to supplement science. You need artists to draw up the pictures of the future. We used to have that actually in Denmark. It was an artist who wrote about the welfare state before it came into existence, saying, what if? Now we try having citizen salaries around the world. We have other ways of actually being able to sustain people. And here again, it's a creativity muscle that needs to be trained. Then we have the scientists, and the scientists are really getting into fashion these days, because we have no tolerance for listening to fake news, for social media, trending gossip. We want real scientists actually knowing what they talk about. How is this virus going to unfold? What does the exponentiality mean, and what to do next? So they are becoming extremely important in our society. And of course, they would like to be involved, but actually to be involved in their exact areas of competence. Then you have the realist, who's actually the one looking into the future, saying, hey, what are we going to do now? What about when the summer is finished and we still have coronavirus? What are we going to do to our elderly? How are we actually going to sustain society in the long run? And what will we do next time a pandemic hits us, and maybe even with a more deathly impact? So some people say that they are a little bit worried, which they are. They will already now start to do the shopping so they can be self-sustained, maybe generate their own energy so they have their own Wi-Fi. They might stock things in the basement, keep their own drinking water. They want to be able to self-produce, because in that sense they have this sense of security when they go to bed. So they are very important to have on the Corona team as well, because they're always looking ahead, looking at how might we be better at protecting ourselves. Then you have number 7, who is the adventurer, who likes to experiment, try out things, who are almost becoming the Corona tourists, who is trying to figure out, oh, we can only walk one way around the lakes in the center of Copenhagen. I wonder how that feels. How does it feel to make a party online? They might have downloaded this house party app where you have strangers coming into your feed all the time, telling you stuff. So this is really trying to see if this could become a sort of roadmap into trying other things out, both in terms of lifestyle and in terms of your work life. So all the time trying new features. Then you have the leader. And we really see some leaders coming up here, both in terms of our own Prime Minister, who is speaking very clear about what to do and what not to do. The leader type, number 8, is really an ideologist. They know exactly what is the right thing to do. They have a kind of a leading star that they maneuver towards. And if you don't follow them, if you dare to say something else, your head will be cut off. But if you're on their side, they will be extremely protective and they will help you moving in the same direction. So not a lot of room for conflict there. They will stay and they will fight to the bitter end. And it will be very interesting to see what happens now, where we have to go slowly back to work, whether we can actually have that leadership guidance for the country to continue, or whether we will have a lot of conflicts emerging very soon. Finally, we have the peace seeker. The peace seeker, they have really enjoyed the fact that right now at a global level, we have all been fighting the same war. We have been allies standing on the same side for the first time in a long, long time. We had trade wars going on between the States and China, and suddenly we are now confronting the same enemy. We are visiting people in South Korea, in Italy, in Spain via the media, and we see that other people are struggling the same battles as we are. And that is really something that makes the peace seeker happy, because they would like to have the empathy of the whole world going well together. So I like the peace seekers as well, because they're always very good at playing this board game typical, because they're so empathetic, so they always know how other types are feeling. But if you feel in this period of time that you have relatives or friends who are behaving in a way where you think it's just not possible, you can't have that kind of priorities, then remember, we all need to be different. We need this diversity also in the future to solve some of the big challenges that we are standing in front. So don't look at it as a problem, look at it as a big resource helping us all through. Thanks.